Hey, everybody, it's the Chris and Mike radio show. And unbelievably, incredibly, unnaturally, Chris is in the house. He's back. What? Yeah, he's back from... I said last week you were on assignment.
Yeah, I was. I had really deep cover stuff. I got some good, cool stuff to share with you.
All right. And I want to welcome to the show Patrick Reynolds.
Hey,
he's going to be joining us on a regular basis,
All
Patrick.
Right. Thank you, man.
Welcome
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
It's
where's
good
the martini shirt?
Well, man, I'd already gotten dressed, you know, and I'm like, I'm just too lazy to go around and change shirts all the time. You know?
Maybe we can
next week
keep one in here for for the YouTube fans.
Patrick always has this vibe with those what do they call those shirts? Those
like aloha shirts.
Aloha shirts of a kind of an old detective, you know, from Miami or somewhere retired.
Code Red.
Like a
FBI agent or something like that.
Yeah,
I want to remind everybody, if you want to call in and talk to anybody, we have a special guest in the studio today. But if you want to call in, it's 6795-1323. That's 6795-1323 here on Radio Cherokee 103.3. You can listen on your radio if anybody still has a radio. I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
A Philco, one of those big wooden boxes with the dials. Or, tubes. Most likely you're going to be listening on the internet. So if you have a computer, you can listen to us. Just look for Radio Cherokee 103.3.
Or the app. You can download the app in the App Store.
Yeah, the app. What app is that?
It's the Radio Cherokee app.
Oh, they have a Radio Cherokee app.
Yeah, they also have, Patrick, you were telling me about it, a sound guard.
Radio Garden.
Radio Garden. Radio Garden.
Yeah, you can dial up just about any radio station around the world. It's kind
of
fun.
Well, why would you want to when you can listen to us during this time slot anyway? Yeah.
Well, because there are millions. Oh, yeah, right. I get you. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that when you can hear this drivel? I mean, this interesting conversation.
All the entertainment you would ever need is
all
right
the
here
entertainment.
in this hour.
And what we love to talk about is Boquete. We love to talk about music events. And thank you, Chris Young, for supporting live music.
Yeah.
He sponsored this show. He's the owner of Big Daddy's. He's the owner of Tap Out and Mesa Azul. And he not only hires tons of musicians all over town, but in those restaurants, but he sponsors this show. And thank you so much.
Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, why do you pay to advertise other businesses having live music? And I was like, you know what? It's all about Boquete. You know, I mean,
wow,
people are going to play in other places whether I'm involved or not, and so I don't care. But I mean, if we can help, fill up some other places and get the awareness out there, and it helps everybody. Everybody gets their schedule going, and it's not about me. It's about
very generous, or as they say, a high tide raises all boats.
Yes.
Tight. Never heard that, but I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
I got featured as like some magazine, something, and he's like, send me a quote that you use all the time, and I was like, I don't think any quote I use all the time would be appropriate. But that one, I would have used that one.
The magazine wasn't D-Gen Monthly, was it?
It was it was a knockoff of that. Yeah,
a knockoff.
Not quite that level yet.
D-Gen bi-monthly.
Because we accept all D-Gens, whether you're bi or straight, we don't care. Try,
absolutely.
Farm animals.
Hey, Chris! Now you're going over the line.
That's the chef in me. I'm just thinking about dinner.
Yeah. That was my other excuse when you weren't here. I said you were in a kitchen somewhere, deboning some animal.
Not using a mandolin.
Hey, I used a mandolin once. I almost sliced off my thumb. True story. But I didn't know about the vegetable holder device. It was a brand new mandolin, and the vegetable holder thing was still in the box, and I used my hand, and I may never use a mandolin again.
And how many stitches later?
It was quite a few stitches. And thank you to the very kind doctor here in Boquete, and I don't know where I was, but I was near the fire department down there. I don't know. The clinic, some clinica.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, they were very kind to me, and I had a half a roll of paper towels around my thumb because the bleed. And then wait, why are we talking about this? Let's talk to our guest. We have an incredible guest, Kahim, who's tell us about yourself, Kahim, what you do.
Hola. Okay, my name is Kahim. I'm recently in Alto Boquete. I own a record label called Creative Theory Music. My production name, because I produce. My production name when I produce is The Conductor. And 1 second, little technical difficulties. Thank you very much. I do a lot of music. I do music for companies, entertainment. I also perform. I'm a rap artist as well.
Right.
I've been doing music for a very long time. I'm also a veteran in the military.
All right.
Cool.
Oh man, there's so much I can go on.
You know, one thing about Kahim, he did a show for us once, and it was a hip hop show, and it was 7, 8 o'clock, and there was a lot of kids running around, and I was a little bit worried, because typically in that type of music there's some unsavory language, and one thing that I was super impressed about was he also noticed that and kept it, friendly, family friendly, and clean, and that was pretty cool.
Right.
I thought that was super cool.
Absolutely. I had to give respect to the parents because it's hard to raise kids nowadays, and that extra vulgar language, the kids don't need to hear that. So, you say a rap song and the kids go home cursing and stuff, and the parents looking at them like, what did you just say? And I would be responsible, so I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I have to respect the parents because I am a parent as well. And I also want to thank Chris for allowing me to do that show. It was my honor to do that for you, man. Chris is a very good guy, and he does look out for a lot of musicians.
He certainly does.
And like I said, I appreciate it, and I'll do a show for him whenever he need it. And I'm in the process of trying to get a slot on a radio station one day, and I can present my music as well, because I do a lot of music. I do reggaeton, hip hop, R&B, jazz, country.
You do
rock.
it all.
Yeah,
Chamber music.
Everything.
All right.
Everything.
Cool. All right.
So, Kahim, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how long have you been in Boquete, things like that.
I'm originally from Fort Wayne, Indiana, born and raised.
Is that where the Jackson family was from?
Gary.
Oh, Gary, Indiana.
That's like maybe 3 hours from where I am from Indiana. Graduated in 91, went to the military, went overseas, was in Germany for a year, came back to the States. I worked at the Pentagon for 4.5 years.
Wow.
Got to meet a lot of high brass and stuff. Seen a lot of big names in politics and in the military.
Okay.
I've been producing music since '94.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a long time to work on my craft, and it's just getting better as I go. And I like to give people opportunities as well. Like if there's any artists in Boquete, David, or anywhere around the world, I'm gonna one day have my information so you can send me some of your music so I could see and probably sign you to my label.
Oh, that'd be cool. I get my kazoo band on your label, maybe.
Let's hear it. I'm all for it.
My kazoo's in the case at Frank's house, but
I got a question that it may seem ignorant, but having a record label, has it, with technology and with everything that's is it different? I mean, the way you go about managing it now these days, versus say the 80s and 90s.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, it was like a lot of labels. You have to go to the big labels, like the major labels, Sony Records, or all these major labels. Nowadays, with the streaming platforms, it's more easier for anyone to become popular. You just get on stream some of your music. You never know who's going to be a fan, and they start watching your stuff and following you. You have fans all around the world. So nowadays it's more easier because all the tools are at your fingertips.
I see.
Where you can do it yourself.
The finances have really changed, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because the streaming systems,
yes,
they're the ones who are paying, and they pay very little.
Yeah,
per,
like 0.003 cent per stream.
Yeah.
But that's on certain platforms. Some platforms you might have a different amount, like on YouTube and Spotify, and oh man, there's so many different. Tidal, Deezer, Apple Music. My music is on all the streaming platforms. My music is in 78 countries, on over 300 platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the streaming platforms. So you can definitely find my music on YouTube. You would look under Kahim Ezeem, and that's QYHEEM. Ezeem, EZH. AUN, and you can look up my music on YouTube or any platform with that same name.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
it's this is what I love to do. I do music not for the money, but it's a good thing to get money for doing what you love. But
always nice.
if I never got paid, I'll still make music.
So how did you get started in music?
Oh man, I've been dancing since a kid. Had
Yeah.
dance groups, been in talent shows, rapping. I always been a part of the culture
Right.
as far as the music goes. And I say like in the early '90s, I really wanted to be a dancer in a dance video for a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, that's the way to do it. And I started doing that, and I started rapping myself. And I said, hey, maybe I can be a rapper and get dancers to dance for me. Went on, try to get on record labels and all that stuff. Nobody was really looking, so I was like, hey, time went on. I said, let me do it myself, because I've been around so long.
Right.
And I learned from different companies. I worked for different studios, did music for different people. I said, hey, I can do this myself. So that's what I ended up doing, and I started Creative Theory in 2018. I started my record label officially. I'm with ASCAP. I'm a publisher and a artist. ASCAP is my my liaison, you could say. The
Publishing company.
Yes,
Yeah.
it handles that, and it's a lot to it, man. We can go
And
on
what
for
about
days and
instruments?
days.
Because you said like you could do all this kind of music, like country western. I'm in a country western band that's been around here for 4 years. I don't know how much longer we'll be around here because we lost one of our members, or not lost, just
Still looking
moving.
for him.
Moving.
Yeah, he's
Well,
in the
maybe we
jungle
can work
somewhere.
together, if that's something you like to do. Instruments, I can play the piano a little bit, but
Yeah.
usually a lot of my production comes from by ear, because I don't know how to actually play instruments. So
Right.
if I have a certain tune in my head and I'm on a keyboard, I'll play the notes until I get it.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I will loop it. Like if I play do-do-do-do, and I'll loop it,
Right.
and then I'll fill in the other sounds that goes with it until when I'm finished, it sounds like I played it. So I play by ear. So I really don't know how to play any instruments, but I would love to learn.
That's great.
Who are some artists that you get inspiration from, that you kind of, your mentors
That's
as far, I don't know if that's the right word, but
That's a great question. I really used to like a lot of artists, but as I got older, I started to grow away from certain artists because their message wasn't a positive message. I like positive messages because I have children, and I don't want
Right.
to my kids can listen to what they want to because they're older, but I never wanted to be that person that put out a negative message, because what you put out comes back.
Okay.
Either someone someone you love, somebody anyone, or your family and friends. So I always try to put out a positive message. So far as favorite artists, I would say any artist or producer that's putting out a positive message, and that's not to say any names, because as long as they're putting out a positive message, I'm all for them.
Well, that's great. So
And it
you're
doesn't-
for positive messages
Yes.
in music.
Yes, and it
That's
doesn't matter
really
if it's hip hop, R&B, rock and roll. I have a favorite song in every genre. I'm not just the one type of guy that's like, oh, I just like this hip hop, or no, I like
Right.
hip hop, R&B, reggaeton, jazz, country, rock. I like it all. I love music. Music is universal.
Are there any positive death metal bands that
I'm sure there
Nirvana.
are. I'm sure there are.
No, but yeah, I just love music, man. It's music to me is like emotional. You can get attached to certain songs. Like if
Sure.
you might be bummed out, you might have a family member that passed or something that happened bad, and you might put on a song, and that song will bring your mood up. Because that's the song to put.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is my
Sure.
song. Hey, I feel a little bit better.
Sure.
So that's how I relate with music. It's more of a emotional thing with me. I just love music.
it can do the opposite too.
And it can. It
yeah,
definitely
so
can.
you
down.
hear
Yeah.
a song and it reminds you of,
Yeah.
Of an old
of a
lover,
funeral,
yeah.
or an old lover.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Powerful thing music is.
do you have a
It's a
real
powerful-
quick right now? Just pick one song that you would say fits that category without thinking.
That lifts you up.
That
One
lifts
song
you
that
up.
lifts you up. Yeah.
A lift up song.
Lift up song.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
That's a great song. That's a lot of people.
You guys didn't know I could sing, did you?
I
Oh,
have
we
to
just
leave.
found out you can
Well,
sing.
Oh yeah.
being that you said, I'm gonna go way back. something that we need right now in the entire world is "We Are the World." Remember that song
We
when it had
Are
all the
the
artists?
children were holding hands and doing all the
That's
cool
what we
stuff.
need in the world right now because the world is in a dark place.
Yeah.
As far as
that's
politics and medical, and it's just a lot of stuff going on in this world, and there's a lot of people are waking up to the
Right,
truth
right.
and what's going on in the world. Not to elaborate much on that. If you're awake, you know what's going on, and if you're waking up, you're starting to see what's going on. There's a lot of people that are still sleeping in this world.
Wow.
But a positive message is always what I would condone is a positive message, man. And that song, "We Are the World," right now, that'll be the song that I would say right now because
Will you sing it for us?
we are the world, we are the children. No, I'm not a singer, but I can sing a little bit.
Well,
But
yeah,
you know,
it sounded okay.
You know,
Way better
what's,
than
what's
mine.
interesting about that song is that I think that was 1984.
way back when I was
Yeah,
really
1984. And of the artists that are still alive from that video, some of them are still active
Yeah.
and still some of the they did take the world's greatest artists back then, 1984.
Wasn't that Michael Jackson?
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Michael
was in it.
Jackson,
A lot of people.
Lionel Richie,
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi
Man.
Lauper, Bruce Springsteen,
A lot.
Paul Simon, I think
Yep.
was
Most
there.
of those people are still alive.
Yeah, most of them are, and still some of them still selling out stadiums
Absolutely.
and putting on
Absolutely.
shows and
What about you, Mike? What about your quick uplift song that you would go to?
There's so many. I know you probably have a lot of them.
I don't know. I would really have to think. I don't really have. Do you have one on the top of your head?
Yeah, the Coke. I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
the one.
yeah.
I remember that song.
Yeah, except
You just want an advertising
I don't drink that
tie-in.
much Coca-Cola. But
That was a good song. I remember that like
Yeah.
every Christmas they used to have the one that had the
yeah.
big Christmas tree and everybody was singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the
Oh, I
days.
do have. Actually, I do have
Okay,
one.
yeah,
It's one of my
I know
favorite
it.
songs. It's called Hallelujah.
oh, by Leonard Cohen.
Leonard Cohen,
Great song.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Because if you listen to, or if you Google Hallelujah and you see like there's 20, 30 different
Yeah.
versions of them, it's very hard to find a bad one.
Yeah.
You know, they're all good. I mean, it's such a great song.
I'm gonna say
and,
Katie Lang's probably my favorite version.
That's a good
Yeah.
version.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They're all
Very good version.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah. So
How come you guys didn't ask me my song?
Oh, I thought yours was. Did you know you were my hero? I thought that was yours.
No,
No, what is your song then?
no, I don't have one. I just felt left out.
Oh, okay.
oh,
No, I'd say- you know, I'd say-
think about it.
Yes, you do.
You know, Rick Ross, "Hustlin'." I like that one. And Eminem, "I'm Not
Every
Afraid."
day I'm hustling.
You know, in that song, "Hustlin'," it talks about Panama. which is kinda
Really,
cool.
I'm not really familiar with that.
Or
song.
Nelly, "I Am Number One." He says
I do like Nelly.
number two. What does he say? Number two is not the winner, and three nobody remembers.
Mhm.
I am number one.
There you
It's a
Oh,
good motivational
okay.
song.
I don't know. To be honest, Kahim, I am not that familiar with a lot of rap music or music. I'm basically like a blues drummer, you know.
like blues as well.
And so the music, and plus I grew up in the 1960s, so music past like 1990, and you know, I'm not really that
so you're
familiar.
old.
But I do have. I grew up in New York City. Okay,
Okay.
and I have a weird tie-in because the high school I went to, two famous artists went there.
Wow.
50 Cent
Oh,
went to my high school, and
right.
LL Cool J went to my high school.
I
One of the
love
greatest.
LL Cool J.
Yeah, LL
It was,
great.
of course, after I went there, but you know.
Were you the inspiration for Mama Said Knock You Out? I'm gonna knock you out. Or did you
I
both
don't
at
think
the same
any.
time?
I don't think anybody remembered me from that high school. I was kind of.
You know, I guess an ex-local musician, and my dear friend James Kent
Yes.
we're from Kansas City, and we used to go to the blues district often and listen to blues and jazz. And he,
Oh, really?
he would play sometimes. there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a little bit of that in
was
my
a
blood.
big time blues musician. He's
Yeah.
hello James. He's
Hey, what's
in
up, James?
James.
Panama City right now
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the beautiful Yelena.
Oh,
Definitely his better half.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Lena.
Yes.
Hi, Yelena.
I got a question for our guest. What inspired you to bring your record empire here to Boquete?
Great question. When I was in the States, it was during the COVID and everything, everybody it was a negative vibe in the whole, around the world, and it's no different from my family or anybody else's. There's a lot of stuff was going on, a lot of people in fear. And I was like, man, I wanted to go somewhere where I could shut all the negative out of my head. I had family and friends and a lot of negative stuff going on because a lot of people were going through negative things.
Oh, yeah.
So when you love people, it's like sometimes you can feel the negativity, the energy, and it's like, this is really weighing me down. So I said, let me go somewhere where I always wanted to go. And the funny thing, when I first came to Central America, I came to Costa Rica first.
Okay.
Because when I was a kid, you remember the Cracker Jack boxes where they used to have the stickers and stuff?
Oh,
I had
yeah.
a sticker, one of the transparent stickers, and it was on my mom's kitchen window, and it had Costa Rica on it. And the other one said Ecuador. So I was like, the world is going crazy. I don't know what's going to happen next. Going to Costa Rica is on my bucket list. So I just said, I'm going to Costa Rica. Didn't know anybody. I booked a flight, flew into San Jose. Then I went to Puerto Viejo. I was there for 11 months. It's beautiful. It's just so hot.
Oh, yeah.
But it was beautiful. I mean, I met a lot of people there, a lot of good people. A good cleanse for me to see different things, the beauty, like Playa de Negra, the sands are black, blue water. Used to love fishing.
So do you still buy Cracker Jacks to plan all your
No. I haven't.
your travel?
That's a great way to plan
the
travel,
future.
really.
Actually,
It's like,
that's
I
a true
need another
story.
sticker.
That's a true story, but I haven't had Cracker Jacks in a while. So that's what
They
ended up
have them
happening.
here. I think I've seen Cracker Jacks.
Once in a while, I think I've seen them at
I don't
the
know if they
road.
have.
I'm gonna have to try to get some. I haven't had none in a while, but I was
See,
in,
Kahim, you're a younger guy, but when we
Ah.
were younger,
Yeah.
the prizes in Cracker Jacks were like,
awesome.
whoa,
Yeah.
they
Well,
were awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not
you
that
know?
young. I mean, I don't look at the number as our age. I look at the wisdom we gain. That's the
Oh my
thing.
God, you are way too positive for me.
It
He's
is-
just full of
it is. No,
positivity.
I'm the reason
that's great.
I'll be March 31st of next year. I'll be 50 myself.
50.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So I was born in '73.
I
So
wouldn't have guessed a day over 49.
Thank you,
man.
thank
You're-
you.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know the Cracker Jacks were invented in 1896?
Wow.
Yeah, I knew that. Who
Okay.
doesn't know that?
Forever
well, I
ago.
didn't know that.
No,
They've been around for a
They've been
while.
around for a long time.
Yeah, I just Googled it.
around.
1896.
Yeah.
I was going to throw out a joke, like, oh, they had Cracker Jacks back then,
But they had it way
that's too
before
far
us.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a couple of friends here in town who were
He,
alive when that was.
Chris thinks we were alive during the Civil War. He has no clue. He's always making fun of our age.
Wow, but I tell you,
You
what,
have to be positive like Kahim.
yeah.
wisdom. Age is wisdom, man. The longer you live, the more you should gain in wisdom. If you are really old and you still think like a teenager or like a child, what's the use? You don't know anything. So we learn. We have good things we learn and bad things we learn. But it's how you gather that information and utilize it as you get older.
Okay, so we got as far as Costa Rica, though, but then you had to make the leap over to Boquete.
Boquete, let me tell you that. Okay, I was loving Costa Rica, Puerto Viejo. It was just too hot every day.
Too hot.
Oh my gosh.
I agree.
I used to hate
Bullets are
flip flops, but when I got to Costa Rica, I wore flip flops for like 6 months straight. Didn't even wear shoes.
Wow.
So I was like, it's too hot. I love it. What's another place in Central America I can go? Plus, I'm a veteran. They didn't
Right.
have any veteran hospitals over there just in case I needed medical or anything.
Yeah.
So I looked on YouTube and I seen Boquete.
Yeah.
And I was on, I don't know if you know Tim, Dr. Z.
Oh, yeah.
He was on a YouTube video, and I was looking. I said, Boquete seems pretty cool. So I was like, okay, I'm going to Boquete. And that's how I came to Boquete, November 30th of last year.
Wow.
Cool.
I came to Boquete. So
right.
this 30th would be a whole year in Boquete. Well, I moved to David for 4 months because I found a house with 2 bedrooms, but
It's hot there.
it's hot there. So I
Oh,
said,
it's
I'm
really
going
hot
back to
there.
Boquete.
Yeah, you gotta hang out in Boquete.
Boquete is
Hey,
beautiful.
Kahim, can you hang out with us for a little bit?
Absolutely.
We're gonna go to Rick Dunn,
Absolutely.
the man with the list of fund, and Rick Dunn compiles a list of events, live music events,
Absolutely.
every week. And that's why we're here to promote live music, and hopefully we're going to get some of your gigs
Sweet.
there
Hopefully
in the
I
future.
can I'll
You
have
know,
the honor to
and
perform for
if we didn't mention before, Adi and Dario are setting up in the parking lot right now.
Oh, wow.
Because they're playing everywhere. You know? So they're also playing here in the parking lot.
They're going to be at my house in the morning.
I know.
Hopefully
They
it's not
do
too early.
2, 3, 4, 5 gigs a day. You know,
Amazing
But I have to
action.
say, Chris, we just finished the Oktoberfest at Tap Out
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
And they played and did a terrific set.
Yeah.
Really, if you have a chance to see Adi and Dario live, please do it because they put on an energetic and fun show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, let's have Rick Dunn take it away with the list of live music events.
And check out this T-shirt he's got. Look at that. Look at this T-shirt. Isn't that just?
Yeah.
Who's Hank?
Don't forget, this
Hank.
is radio.
Sorry.
It's
Hank
radio,
Williams.
Chris.
Williams.
Hank Williams, y'all.
Chris thinks we're on television. He's walking around the studio, far from his microphone.
Oh, I was using his microphone. Yeah.
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 All right, Rick Dunn, take it away.
Hola, y'all. I'm going to give y'all the schedule of the music events in Boquete from today, Friday, October 21st, through next Thursday, October 27th. You can go to the Boquete Music Calendar Facebook page for a listing of these events. And then during the week, if new shows pop up, I update it, okay? This is a relatively light week compared to last week and what next week's going to be. We've got 13 events for this upcoming week. Kicks off at 6 p.m. Tonight. It's reggae night with Agua de Coco Band at Mike's Global Grill.
Oh.
Yes, Agua de Coco.
They're pretty new in town, no?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
It's another Gabriel Enriquez production.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, I got, sorry, he gave me yesterday, he played at Big Daddy's last night,
Yeah.
and he gave me a little Power Trias keychain, and I said, oh, thank you, man. And he said, I'm celebrating 5 years of playing in music. So,
Cool.
so Gabrielle's been really
Yeah.
5 years.
All right.
Congratulations, Gabrielle, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd like
Yeah.
a keychain too, bud.
Okay, also, second on the agenda for tonight, Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 p.m., Boquete Brewing Band at the Boquete Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Check them out.
Nice.
Now we move on to Saturday at 6 p.m. It's karaoke night with MC Jimmy Santamaria and DJ Yvonne at Mike's Global Grill.
Oh, that's always a lot of fun. Go out and try singing. Try some karaoke.
Drink a lot first, though. It's always
The
makes it
more
better.
you
Yeah.
drink, the better you think you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and if you're not singing, you better drink a lot.
Yeah.
Also tomorrow, Saturday, 7 p.m., it's the Salsa Band with Maestro Alejandro Horta on keyboards at the Tap Out Sports Zone.
Oh,
Yeah, my
Salsa.
bandmate. He's the Cuban jukebox, is
Oh,
what I
yeah.
call him.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Amazing guy.
Okay, and the last show tomorrow on Saturdays at 9 p.m. to midnight for y'all you late people. It's the Vertigo Rock Band with Pablo Slender at Boquete Brewing Company.
They are good.
What
They're
a-
also pretty new in town.
Yeah.
They're-
What a
they're-
great name, Pablo Slender, though. I love that
is
name.
a cool name.
Yeah.
That's a stage name. That's not real.
What? Nah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but it just makes me.
But they're good. You've heard them play, no?
I have. I have.
Really,
They're very
really
good.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Pablo Slender, it makes me think of like a milkshake or something like that.
Try new Pablo Slender.
Yeah, smoothie.
Lose weight now.
I'm gonna be Pablo Smoothie, maybe.
you need a Pablo smoothie.
Hey.
little kale in there, maybe.
Yeah. You know why they put olive oil when you're cooking kale, right?
No.
So it slides off into the garbage easier.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, moving on to Sunday at 4 p.m. at Mike's Global Grill. Dudley will be on steel drums. Dudley, Island Breeze. He'll be playing
Oh,
Island
Dudley
Breeze
is not from Boquete.
I haven't heard of Dudley.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dudley's great, man.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
still
he's been-
Where's
he's
Dudley
been-
from?
Oh, he's very cool. I don't know, Michigan, Florida. I have
We
no
gotta
idea.
find out more about Dudley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He played last week at the Boquete Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Is
he's
he local, expat?
I think
All
he's
the above?
probably from somewhere where they have steel drums, Trinidad, perhaps.
Okay.
Maybe he's from Bocas. I don't know. That's my guess. I don't
You know, a lot
know.
of I'm wondering this high season, you know, with all the tourism coming back, the
Yes.
backpackers, I think there's going to be a lot of really good one-off shows. You know, people like the traveling that, you know, need to make a few bucks.
You
for the
know what?
next-
That's a great point, because I remember, you know, every once in a while, like, these people show up and they have a couple of guitars, a cajon or something, and
Yeah.
they're a band and they're traveling through South America or something,
Yeah.
and they have some great performers. That's another reason I love Boquete.
Like when Soulfire
Yeah.
Project moved.
Soulfire
Yeah.
They
Project
were
is
hot.
like the
Yeah.
prime example.
Yeah, they were great. Come back,
with
guys.
Selena in town, you know, that's bringing a whole different level of
Yeah.
Yeah.
musician.
Oh, very cool.
Well, of
Of guests,
Guests,
visitor, tourists.
yeah.
Rick continues.
Okay.
Thank you, Rick. Sorry.
That's no
You're
problem.
like, guys, shut up. I'm trying
No,
to
that-
read my
hey,
card.
That's fine. Hey, you know, I just feel like I'm the Rodney Dangerfield of this show.
You mean you don't get any respect?
No
Hey,
respect.
you said it. I
You
didn't.
are the oil of the engine.
Anyway, last show for Sunday, 6 to 9 p.m. Monkey Nerve Band at the Boquete Brewing Company.
Monkey Nerve is back. All three
huh?
monkeys.
Right on.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, Monday, 5 p.m. Violinist extraordinaire Denzel Keenan at Mike's Global Grill Music Mondays.
Yeah.
Now, there's a guy, Denzel. He
Cool.
plays a sweet electric violin.
You know, I'm noticing that Mike's Global Grill, they're really
Yeah, they're kicking
stepping
it
up their
up.
music
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, good for them.
Yep.
Good for us.
Yeah.
Also Monday, 5 p.m. Scott McConaughey performs his Eagles tribute.
Scotty.
Scotty,
Oh,
Uncle Scotty.
Uncle
Scotty.
Scotty.
Uncle Scotty, the bald
Cool.
eagle.
As well as a bunch of new classic rock covers at the Tap Out Sports Zone. That's kind of oxymoronic. That's what he posted.
He's playing there Monday.
New classic rock covers. They're new to him as far as his, performing.
I got you. New and classic.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that's 5 p.m. At the Tap Out Sports Zone.
Sounds like Chris didn't know about it.
I
He's
didn't
like-
know about that.
he's playing at Tap Out. What?
No, that's
Well,
great.
y'all-
That's great.
yeah, y'all are open 7 days a week now.
No,
so-
that I knew. Yeah.
Chris always has a handle on everything that's going on. He's
You
like,
know,
what?
that just shows how amazing the people are
Yeah.
around me. That
Yeah.
that
What?
you know.
We have patacones now?
Okay. Also Monday, 6 p.m. The Manic Jazz Trio at the Rock Restaurant.
The
Yeah,
Jazz
great
Trio.
jazz. That's
Roberto
Ricardo
Pinzon.
Pinzon.
Ricardo, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I know. I always say I got to find out who the drummer is, because he's like amazing. He's really, really good.
So you can like hit him with your car and like get the job.
Get the job. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I kid, of course
I
not.
give him all the, all the props. He's just a terrific.
Okay.
Drummer.
As usual, we're skipping over to Wednesday. So,
Tuesday.
Chris, what's the deal with Tuesday?
I'm working. I'm on it. I'm all over it.
It looks like it would be a great opportunity
Yeah.
for a venue.
That's
or
true.
For,
I'm
for-
trying to-
for
I'm trying to
new
be the first. Don't quit
for
telling
new
people. Quit,
musicians.
you know, let me-
Okay. all right.
Oh well, okay. I have a theory. It's the Tuesday market. The Tuesday market makes everybody like tired or
Oh,
whatever.
so they-
Yeah.
I'll
Actually,
think about
you
that,
know what?
maybe?
Yeah, that could be. I think Marcos was chatting to me this morning pretty early and telling me about
He's played the
because
last
he played
couple.
last. Oh, speaking of Marcos, look who's
He's played the last
Ah,
couple
Oh,
of weeks.
okay.
but
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, all righty. Let's go on. Wednesday, 4 p.m. It's a drum circle at Stone Cabins Terrace in the back of the Casa Vieja restaurant.
nice.
Regular
nice.
every week.
It's
from
beautiful
4 to
back
5
there.
p.m.
It's beautiful
yeah.
back. If you haven't
It
been
is.
back there,
Oh yeah, it's very cool.
it's nice.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, 6 p.m. The No Name Band at the Rock Restaurant.
La banda de
Sin nombre.
sin nombre,
Sin
sin
nombre.
nombre.
Banda sin nombre.
Yep. And then finally, Thursday at 6 p.m. It's family night. Kids eat free every Thursday in October with Gabrielle of Power Trios Band performing solo acoustic guitar music of the Beatles and more at Big Daddy's Grill.
Wow, hear that,
Yeah.
kids?
I
Bring
like
your
Gabriel.
parents.
Yeah.
Chris is so happy he started that Kids Eat Free, because
Yeah.
that's a problem-free promotion,
That
right?
is,
Good.
man.
Never have a
Nothing could
problem.
go wrong with that.
Nothing. What could go wrong?
Anyway,
Kids
it's,
Eat Free.
It's every Thursday in October, and this will be the last
Yeah.
Thursday in October.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
debating whether to. You know, this is an interesting time to plan for the November, December, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with music, because there's a lot of people that have pent up interest of wanting to come to Boquete.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we
It's
got the
gonna be
parades
nuts.
this year. A lot of things that
November's
haven't
gonna be a
happened in a
big
few
month,
years, they're going
yeah.
to start going. So like myself, and I'm sure many other people that do these events are going to kind of thinking like, you know,
Yeah.
what do I do? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of internal tourism coming. Is it do we continue with our live music? You know, it's
Yeah.
an interesting time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's it for the week. But again, go to the Boquete Music Calendar Facebook page hosted by Michael Schwartz for a listing of these events.
Okay.
Right
Thank
on,
you,
right on.
Rick.
Rick,
Thank
you're the
you,
man,
Rick,
you're the
for the
man.
rundown of
Hey,
live events.
Hey, real quick, I got a live event I need to do a quick plug for. It's not exactly music related, but it's got 80s and 70s music in it. Steel Magnolias, kids.
Steel Magnolias, all right.
Yeah,
That's gonna be awesome.
It opens tomorrow night. There's still tickets available. Also, Sunday matinee.
Oh, is it tomorrow night? It's not tonight?
Tonight is the dress rehearsal,
Oh, okay.
and
okay.
reviewers will be there from all over the world. And
So it's tomorrow night at 5?
correct. Tomorrow
Okay.
night, 5 o'clock, Steel Magnolias. My lovely bride, Gabrielle Reynolds, is directing, and she also has a role in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be great. I watched them last night, man. I'm not kidding you. I did laugh. I did get a little
A
misty.
little teary-eyed.
Little bit.
So it's not a chick flick.
It's not a bit. It's a full-on testosterone.
I've been
festival.
warned not to say chick flick
Yeah.
anymore.
My
You know-
bad.
You know
my
why?
bad.
It's not a flick. It's a
Well,
play.
actually, it is a flick,
It's a
though.
flick. It was a play before it was a flick.
Okay, before, but there
Yeah.
is a
There's a movie.
pretty
I heard
chick
of it.
flick called
Yeah.
Steel Magnolias, isn't there?
Well, yeah, but people also said that about Top Gun. So, come on.
Nobody said that about Top Gun.
I did.
It's a chick flick?
Yeah, I said
Which one? The first one or the second one or both?
Well, you're
both
a,
of them.
Oh, come on. That's
you're,
like
a, you're a man's man if
Oh,
you think
yeah.
Top
Tom
Gun.
Cruise is a sissy. Any
Yeah.
one of us could take him.
Yeah.
he's
Well,
like-
Or not.
He's like this tall.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's
He
true.
could probably take all 5 of us.
I had a man this tall recently take me.
Oh,
We
boy.
won't get into that.
Oh, my.
My sides are hurting. I don't know why. I have no idea why.
Oh, craziness.
All right, so should we have our next guest?
Okay, well, all right. Yes.
Do we need to do a sound check or anything?
Well, we have to say goodbye to Kahim. Kahim, thank you for joining us, Kahim.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's outside. We have a very loosely run radio show here.
Eating ribs out
I,
Yeah.
there.
I'm curious. I just want to throw this out there to our 6 listeners. Is there anything
That
that
many?
I don't know.
7. Gabrielle's listening
I'm being
today.
optimistic, but is there anything that we're missing? And leave your comments on the Facebook thing that we talk about the show. Is there anything that you'd like to see that we can do better? That we, that we're
That is
you know?
that is a great point. Hey, do we have a Facebook thing for the show?
No, but we should
We
get
should.
one.
We
Yeah.
should
Get
start
one.
one.
Hey.
Yeah, let's do one.
Yeah.
Does
let's
anybody want to
do it.
volunteer their time to create a Facebook page for us?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow, the hands are shooting up all
Let's
over the
get
place.
together. Let's
We got
the
about-
3 of
let's have a
us. We
meeting
need
and
to have.
talk
We
about
need to
that.
do
Okay.
yeah, breakfast or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
We
that.
do the planning. You know, it's funny. Just a second ago, Chris Young used the word plan, and I was like, internally laughing. There's a guy that doesn't plan very much. But
Easy.
I love him. I love him.
I'd step right up, but I've got like 5 Facebook pages and 6 Instagram
Yeah,
pages.
we're all.
Wow.
Well,
I
we're
have a
busy
heck
people.
Of a time
We
paying
are.
attention to
We are busy people.
any of those.
Anyway, since we're running out of time, let's welcome not a stranger to the radio show, Marco, who has been with us at least once before, maybe more. I don't even know at this point. And he's a wonderful music teacher and musician and performing musician in town with the Six Pack Band, and soloist, classical musician. I mean, there's very little Marco doesn't do
I
in
remember.
town.
I remember when you used to play the cello at the Fish House. How many years ago was that?
Yeah.
¿Cuántos
Yeah.
años atrás tú hacer esto?
Good afternoon, everybody, my friends. ¿Se escucha?
Hola.
¿Sí? ¿Estamos bien?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my English. You know, it's,
Your English is
no, it's
fine,
not-
Marco,
it's-
don't
it's
worry.
Not so good. But,
Beautiful. You're doing
we began this work a lot of years ago, more or less 10 years ago.
well. Wow.
The learning and the our vocation to to play different instruments like cello, guitars, and began 10 years ago. And I found the way to play the cello 5 years ago. 5 years ago, because I received a donation by the mayoralty office in that time, and you know that gave me the tools for increase my my focus in the in a new idea to create a chamber orchestra with guitars and strings like violin, viola, cello. We have a lot of ideas to develop in the community.
Are you gonna play a song for us? Is that why you got the guitar out?
Yeah.
Oh
All
man!
right.
All right.
So let's
Do it.
give a big welcome, a big Radio Tiraki,
little-
Chris and Mike Radio Show welcome to Marco.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we have a lot of things to do here, a lot of work to do in the community, for everybody, our good intentions with the music, through the music, and creating a new musicians, and so receiving the support of the good people like you, and like all the good people is hearing right now. Okay.
We appreciate you, Marco, and
Yeah,
the
thank
fact
you,
that,
Marco.
that you teach kids how to play music, and I think you pretty much do that. You donate your time. You're amazing. We're really looking forward to hearing your song. What are you gonna play?
Well, do you remember the special group called Eagles? Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have a lot of music, and I found this is a beautiful song.
We're on the edge of our seats.
I
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on, buddy.
Okay, and this is Lion Eyes. 1, 2, 3, 8. The city girls, they seem divine on early. How to open doors with just a smile. A rich old man and she won't have to worry. She'll dress up in a lace and golden style. Yeah! Late at night and big old house gets lonely. I guess every reform or refuse has his price. Yeah, and it breaks her heart to think her love is only. So she did. Oh, given to man with the hands as gold as eyes. Ooh. And you can hide your lying eyes, and your smile's a thin disguise. So by now you'll realize there ain't no way to hide those lying eyes.
Good job.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job.
That's great, man.
Well, so check out the Boquete music calendar on Facebook, and you can find Marco playing. And this.
Yeah.
This
Do you have any
coming up
gigs
weeks.
coming up this week, Marco? Are you playing this week in Boquete?
Today at 5 o'clock and happy hour in Casa Vieja. You remember the
Casa
happy,
Vieja,
Casa Vieja,
yeah.
nice,
Cool,
nice.
cool.
happy
All right.
hour between the 5 to 6 o'clock because we give the for the people the quietly moment because the people uses this happy hour for stay and
Sure,
staying together, speaking, our music presence is like quietly and softly. We are
Sorry, a little spider.
we are appearing very slowly and creating the background music for comfortable moment.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, good, good.
So are you performing solo, or is that with the?
I will play with my friend Steve Hudson. You know Steve Hudson?
Oh, Steve.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
He brought he's the one that helped you bring the equipment Saturday. The older gringo
no.
gentleman. Or am I getting confused?
No, for today at 5 o'clock.
Okay,
We are
okay.
playing
Yeah.
together.
And he plays guitar and.
Is that him though?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real
Great.
quick, I got to say, I owe Marco an apology. Marco reached out to us a couple of weeks ago to the BCP. We've been so busy with the shows going on currently. I really didn't get a chance to talk to you, but we would like to invite you, Marco, to play at the BCP Theater next season. This season is coming to an end after next weekend, but next season we would like to have your chamber orchestra, and we can talk about that off the air later.
Good.
Yeah, and we didn't talk a lot about the BCP this week, but the 2-month season is coming to an end.
Well, yeah, get your tickets for the
kudos
last
to
show.
you and Gabrielle and everybody involved. Mike
so
Weber,
many people.
yeah, Mike Hill,
Chris Jones,
Chris
Rhonda
Jones,
Johnson.
Rhonda Johnson for putting together an entire season in 2 months
Yeah.
of 4 incredible shows.
And you and Larry Schramm.
Oh,
that
and
kick-ass blues show,
and
man.
Frank and Daniel
yeah.
and Still Kicking. Everybody, thank you, everybody that came out to the Blues Extravaganza.
Yeah.
It was a great show for us to put together, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
Absolutely.
But everybody, Chris Minori and everybody involved with Murder on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, the cast, the crew. they
Yeah,
were
the
fabulous.
cast, the crew, and
And hey, millionaires, we're still looking for a piece of land and a permanent building to have a permanent theater in. So
yeah,
get out your big checkbooks, everybody.
And don't think of it as a gringo theater, because
No,
it doesn't have to be just a gringo production.
It's expanding.
We reach out to the entire community. We would love to have. I say we. I feel a part of the BCP.
Oh, you are a part of it.
Thank you. We would love to have as much local input into any theater productions as we could
Absolutely.
get in the
Sure.
future. And I know we've talked about that a lot, but sure, the BCP is looking for land. They're looking for a donor. They're looking for a building. I have to say, the tent was incredibly good. I mean,
Absolutely.
it worked
Absolutely.
out way
Yeah.
better than I ever imagined.
What a cool thing of York to donate that in the space. And
Absolutely,
yeah.
you know.
Yes,
and
yeah.
I just found out we could actually buy a tent of our own, and everything shipping included, only $60,000.
Wow.
So they only need about $59,000 more dollars.
Yeah. We'd rather have a permanent building, but anyway.
The tent would work.
love to
The
have
tent
you,
would work.
Marco.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Marco, we wish you all the best success. You and I love the name Six Pack Band. You know, I told you that before. And are you guys still playing at the market, or was that a one time? Didn't you play Tuesday market?
No, not right now.
Not now.
There's some issues
like-
that we're trying to figure out. There's some sound.
Okay.
So I think I have the solution. We've been talking a lot about it. Sorry, Mark, I'm helping you because I know English.
I believe that
yeah.
the solution is an instrumental version, but with Six Pack, we are looking for places for play. Okay.
Yeah.
We are preparing and remaking our playlist, and it's a matter of evolution.
Well, for people that don't know, Marco, not only a musician, but he's a music teacher. And the Six Pack Band, I love this concept. They're basically students, 5 students, right? That Marco has trained in music, taught in music, and they play a full gamut repertoire of rock music. It's primarily rock music, I would say, right? Yeah, and they have a bass, drums, keyboard, another guitar. Any other instruments am I missing?
We are preparing the new version of our performance because we have the idea to add violin, cello.
Oh, sure,
But this instrument requires a lot of preparation, requires study, and what is and But in the future, two members will go to another projects because they are very young and they
Okay.
have the scholarship and they have
Oh, okay.
another
Oh,
Well, that's
great.
great.
intentions.
That's great.
Yeah.
But you know, when the people is young, they have a new
A different
focus,
path that they have
okay?
to follow.
It's
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
because it's our purpose. They grow, they give them the space and the time, and they use this to obtain another focus in life. It's okay.
And
we are receiving a new partners. We are receiving new partners. My old friends, and they say, "Hey, Marco, when you call to play with you? When you call us? Hey, right now is the moment. Stay. ¿Cómo es decir?
I know we're running
Stay
short
ready.
on time here.
Stay ready.
Marcos and I are working on Boquete's next Rockstar, which is basically the most understandable way of what we're doing is basically karaoke with a live band, but we'll have judges.
Oh, that's cool.
I've asked
cool.
a couple,
Really cool.
couple people. Kelly, who was on, was it
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, wants to be the judge and help, and I've asked the
I will be
amazing
happy.
Mr. Schwartz.
I'll be happy to be a judge.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Patrick, if you want to
And
be involved.
let's not
Oh,
forget,
sure, I'd love to, yeah.
Marco already mentioned on a previous show that he has a not Baroque orchestra. And I remember we made this announcement the last time you were here that if there are any people out there that have musical instruments they can donate, it would be a really wonderful gesture to donate instruments to Marco. I know a friend of mine reached out with a keyboard recently, and we donated it to you.
And thanks.
And
Thanks.
well, my
Thanks so
pleasure,
much.
my pleasure. And of course, you know, it came from I'm not going to mention her name,
Yeah.
but a woman who just said, I have this keyboard, and that's really a wonderful gift to give
Yeah.
to a young musician.
Very lovely gift.
Instruments are very expensive everywhere, but
Yeah.
in this country, sometimes they're out of reach of some kid that wants to learn. And when you have a kid, especially a teenager who wants to pick up an instrument, and if you can hand it to him, that's like a tremendous opportunity.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that, Marco. That's
Yeah.
that's a really great gesture on your
Well,
part.
I had to remind you today at 5 o'clock at Casa Vieja we have a live background music, and we invite you to come and enjoy.
Yeah,
enjoy.
come listen to Marco with live background music, and you might be hearing some more Eagles or things of that nature. Or yeah.
We have music performing music by Phil Collins, by Cat Stevens. You know, the greatest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
We hope in the next show bluegrass. You know, the bluegrass is
Yeah,
is
bluegrass.
Yeah. But you know, the new arrangements for 2 guitars, because you know the bluegrass requires special instruments. But
See?
we hope in the future, you know, the
Well,
connections
Marco,
with somebody, you know.
I'll tell you, many years ago, I moved to North Carolina. I'm from New York, so big city. I moved to North Carolina, which is like one of the centers of bluegrass music. And one of the first nights out, I go to this restaurant where they have live music, a live show, and it's real country. I mean, there's like hay on the floor,
Was
and
Deliverance filmed there?
Guy with a
it
jug.
felt like it was. It felt like it was. But there's something called clogging. Do you know what clogging is, Marco? Clogging? It's a type of dance where they have these shoes on and
Big wooden shoes.
big wooden shoes, and they dance, and it was great. I mean, it was really great, but so foreign to me, being in that environment, a real country, real bluegrass show. It was a lot of fun. So that's a great thing. Like Kahim said, is we accept all music.
Every
music,
kind of music you would want to hear.
every
is
kind
right
of music
here in Boquete.
It is right
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
And we talked. You talked. As a joke, you mentioned death metal, but you go to the brewery, and you'll hear some of the best, metal or heavy metal musicians. Rock bands.
Juan, the manager of Adi and Dario, he's in a big punk band. And
Yeah,
they're
punk.
about to go on tour
Are they?
release a CD and
Yeah, I'm trying to get them on too. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, I got one thing before
Sure.
I know we're wrapping it up. Tomorrow is a dog fashion show at Tap Out. We open at 12. The dog fashion show is at 1. If you haven't heard about this, you want to know more, contact me. Would love to see you come. We're going to have is that considered live music? I know real artists don't look at it like,
it's music. It's not live music, but
anyway, so bring your dog fashion show. Going to be awesome. And
all right, so this is the Chris and Mike radio show. I want to thank our guest Kaheem,
Thank you, Kaheem.
for coming out, and of course Marco,
The amazing
and
Marco.
of course Rick with the lineup, Rick Dunn with the list of fun, and
oh, that's tight.
and
Patrick, of
course Patrick Reynolds, who's going to be joining us.
man.
So that's it, the Chris and Mike radio show, another Friday. Enjoy live music in Boquete.
Adios.
Thanks, y'all.